Good afternoon and welcome to Huddersfield Stadium as Warrington set out on the Wembley Trail as this is the Silk Cup Challenge Cup preliminary round between Warrington and Huddersfield Barracudas. The teams this afternoon: Warrington at 1 Brian Johnson, 2 Des Drummond, 3 Dave Lyon, 4 Joe Reparty, 5 Mark Forster, 6 John Woods, 7 Keith Holden, 8 Les Boyd, 9 Carl Webb, 10 Kevin Tamati, 11 Bob Jackson, 12 Ronnie Dwayne and 13 Billy McGinty. Substitutes for Warrington: 14 Barry Peters and 15 Gary Sanderson. Huddersfield then line up at 1 Mick Bostock, 2 Brian Lee, at 3 Tony Farrell, 4 Ian Thomas, 5 Lee St Hilaire, 6 Scott Hamilton, at 7 Gary Meehan, 8 Jimmy Johnson, 9 Billy Cook, 10 Neil Wood, 11 Alan Boothroyd, 12 Frank Simpson and 13 Graham Swale. Substitutes for Huddersfield: 14 Tony Edwards, 15 Andy Dickinson. Referee this afternoon is Kevin Dockeray from Leeds. His judges are Mr Oliver and Mr Norbury. So Warrington, their first appearance in the Silk Cup Challenge Cup preliminary round against second division strugglers Huddersfield. And the two captains this afternoon, of course, Kevin Tamati from Warrington, assisted by today's match mascot. That is 10-year-old Gavin Mapp. And the Huddersfield captain Jimmy Johnson, and the toss has been made. Looks like the teams will stay as they are. So it'll be Huddersfield to get the game underway. Warrington playing from left to right in this first half as we look in the white jerseys with the primrose and blue V and white shorts. Huddersfield and the claret and gold and dark shorts. And it's Graham Swale. We'll get things underway. Referee checks with his two linesmen. And the Wembley Trail is on its way. The Silk Cup Challenge Cup preliminary game between Warrington and Huddersfield. It's taken by Bob Jackson. He stalls forward, breaks one tackle, drives out of his own 25. 3 Huddersfield players coming across. Carl Webb swings it out. It's not a good pass. It's picked up over on that far side by Ronnie Dwayne, and he's pushed it into touch for the first scrum of the game, midway inside the Warrington half of the field. Gary Meehan put the ball in for Huddersfield. Referee wanting both packs in the correct position. Meehan puts the ball in. First heel, a nice one to Huddersfield. Meehan, little dummy, but slips in these atrocious conditions. Ground very muddy indeed. Still coming down with heavy rain. Rain for the last couple of hours or so. It's Huddersfield here with a chance to set up the first attack of the game just outside the Warrington 25. It goes out left with Meehan. Meehan switches it back inside to Johnson, but Johnson going backwards there with some good tackling coming in from Bob Jackson and Kevin Tamati. Short to Meehan. Fires it on this near side to Scott Hamilton. Hamilton held up in the tackle. Dave Lyon, John Woods, and coming in to help with the tackle Carl Webb. Billy Cook plays it in short this time to Neil Wood, but Huddersfield not making any ground at the moment. That's 5 tackles, this is a 6. Calls back this time to Frank Simpson. Drummond just manages to keep it in play, and he's stopped by Billy Cook and pushed back. Keith Holden back in the first team after injury, made a couple of successful comebacks in the A-team. And first penalty, Huddersfield offside. Dave Lyon then puts the ball safely to touch on this near side. Second part of the penalty then, 10 yards, it's only the Huddersfield half. Carl Webb to take the second part of the penalty, taps it, first receivers Bob Jackson. Jackson drives in, stopped by a good tackle from Frank Simpson along with Neil Wood. Short to Boyd. Boyd drives forward, and the referee sees a fist from Frank Simpson, it looked like. And it is Frank Simpson who will have a talking to from the referee. Could give Warrington a chance to open the scoring in the 3rd minute of the game. John Woods running away with the goal kicking charts at the moment and the point scoring charts. There's a chance to open the scoring. 26, 27 yards out, just to the right of the post as we look. Woods then comes up, strikes it well and straight through the uprights. First points of the afternoon to Warrington. A penalty goal from John Woods. Warrington 2, Huddersfield 0. Swale restarts. Once again it's Bob Jackson who takes it well. When he drives in once more, makes good ground. 10-15 yards made again by Bob Jackson. Carweb this time plays it on the blind side to Boyd. Boyd brings in Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne. And Grace Swale and Les Boyd have a little bit of a tangle. Keith Holden switches it back to Kevin Tamati. Tamati offloads the ball to Holden. Holden swings it out to Woods. Woods onto McGinty. McGinty's trying to go through the centre, looking to offload the ball to Rapati. But the ball just smothered that time by Scott Hamilton. Short one to Holden once more. Holden gets the ball away to Webb. Webb out to Drummond, but the defence quickly moving in on Des Drummond. Webb swings it out with Woods. Woods thinks about a kick. He's finally caught. Webb plays it back to Holden. Holden kicks into space. First test for Mick Bostock. Takes it superbly on the run, but then runs into Joe Rapati. Swale going himself when they play the ball. Moves out to his own 25 before he's stopped. Goes out over on that far side this time. Neil Wood drives in. Now doubt Huddersfield could be the most dangerous in these opening stages, but at the moment Warrington moving straight in, giving them no room to move. Carweb that time. Straight in on Frank Simpson. Goes back this time. Swale misses it completely, then stopped, and Bob Jackson hops it through. Chance here. Referee looks at his linesman. The ball just cleared that time. A mistake there from Huddersfield. The ball went back to Graham Swale. He fumbled it, went behind him. He didn't bother to react, just left the ball. Bob Jackson hacked it on, and it was a good clearance job coming in from Tony Fowles to clear the danger for Huddersfield. Score remains at Warrington 2, Huddersfield 0. First real chance of a try there going to Bob Jackson. Huddersfield though do a good clearing job. That results in a drop out from beneath their own posts, which Graham Swale will take. Dwayne traps it with his foot, runs straight, looks a bit his man on the outside. Just had his heels tapped by Ian Thomas, still offloads the ball this time to Drummond. Drummond crashes in, gets away from one tackle, finally stopped by Elise and Hilaire. 10 yards from the Barracudas line, and it's out with Holden. Holden was running out with Holden, swings it back to Boyd, got straight into the hands of Gary Meehan. And another let off for Huddersfield. Goes out short this time to Neil Wood. Neil Wood does a good driving job and clears job, but he's lost the ball with Woods. Woods offloads it out with Boyd. Boyd across to Tamati to Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne running strong, beats one man out to Dave Lyon. Lyon, but a good covering job comes in that time and the ball's been lost. And that is a knock on and a scrum down. So 5 minutes gone then. Scrum down midway inside the Huddersfield 25. All the action being the Huddersfield half at the moment. Holden has it, but offside against Gary Meehan, not retired from the base of the scrum. Gives Warrington a penalty. Dave Lyon just places the ball into touch 5 yards from the Huddersfield line. Webb, 3 runners, 4 runners, it's onto Boyd for the corner. Boyd just crashes through. Nobody stops Les Boyd. Huddersfield defence just stayed back, and Boyd had a simple job of just crashing his way through and touching down for the first try. And Les Boyd scores his first try of the season. To make it 6-0, with John Wood's conversion attempt to come. Strikes it well, but just fades across the face of the posts. So Warrington 6, Huddersfield 0. And 8.5 minutes gone in this first half. Swale restarts, fires one down the centre. McGinty takes it safely. McGinty then moves forward. Well tackled by Scott Hamilton. John Woods this time short to Jackson, took it well. Bob Jackson drives in, turns, tries to unload the ball, but the ball smothered this time, finally brought down in the mud. Out this time with Holden onto Dwayne. Dwayne stopped on the zone 25 that time by Neil Wood. Goes back to Dave Lyon. Lyon kicks downfield. Looks a good kick from Dave Lyon, and it bounces into touch. 5 yards inside the 25. Huddersfield fullback Nick Bostock and Leeson Haller not covering that kick from Dave Lyon. Sets Warrington up on the attack again, just inside the Huddersfield 25. Ball goes in from Meehan, and a foot up in the scrum against Warrington. Steam rises from the pack, gives Huddersfield a penalty and a chance to clear the danger. Graham Swale puts the ball safely into touch on this near side. First receiver, Jimmy Johnson. Meehan, Swale. Got a good tackle from Bob Jackson. Meehan again, swings one out. Bostock linking up in support. Tony Farrell, but Huddersfield at the moment finding things heavy going, not making any ground at all. Warrington moving in straight away, restricting Huddersfield, giving them no room at all. That's offloaded though with a good pass back this time to Frank Simpson. Simpson makes it to the halfway line, 6th tackle then for Huddersfield. Goes back to Swale. Swale's caught, looks for players, has to throw a wide pass back to Bostock. Bostock finally kicks downfield. Mark Foster takes it safely. Foster then tries to crash through. Holden on to Bob Jackson. Webb to Woods, across to Keith Holden. Holden, nice slip past the town to the ball, goes loose, it's picked up by Ian Thomas. Swung back this time to Billy Cook. And Warrington offside this time. And will Huddersfield try and put their first points on the board? No adventurous play from Huddersfield. Deciding to tap it. Graham Swale moving forward himself. Enterprising play from Huddersfield. Takes them inside the Warrington 25. Good applause from the Warrington crowd as well as Meehan. Plays it in short to Cook. Cook gets away from one tackle. Cook still going. They stopped 10 yards from the Warrington line. Huddersfield then looking to put a try on the board. Meehan, nice little flip pass to Jimmy Johnson. Johnson stopped 3-4 yards short of the Warrington line. The momentum lost, Meehan picks it up, offloads it here, chances, but Warrington defence hold firm there as Neil Wood tries to drive his way through. Meem on the run around move. Nice little pass. It's going loose, still loose. It's picked up by Tony Farrell, but the referee spots the forward pass, and that will be a scrum down, just 5 yards from the Warrington line. Holden puts the ball in. Warrington in possession. Holden goes on the blind side, moves into space. Holden, not a good pass, because he passed it, was caught, and then Drummond loses it. He manages to recollect it, so that will be a knock-on and a scrum down. Warrington getting themselves under pressure. Meehan then puts the ball in. Huddersfield in possession. Meehan sends a nice pass out, but the ball dropped this time by Ian Thomas, and the slippery conditions not helping either side there. As the floodlights come on, 15 minutes into the game. McGinty takes it to the base of the scrum and is caught immediately by Gary Meehan. Holden short to Bob Jackson. Holden switches it, comes back on this near side. Holden, nice pass onto Dwayne, slip pass to Drummond. Drummond now this near side. Got the fullback in front, cuts inside, still Drummond onto Dave Lyon. Has he got the legs? Lyon's racing away, coming back is Ian Thomas, but they won't catch him. Dave Lyon scores underneath the post. That's a good play from Des Drummond and Keith Holden. And after Huddersfield came close there to scoring a try, Warrington break away. Good play from Ronnie Dwayne as well, releasing Des Drummond. Drummond had beat his men, but handed it on to Dave Lyon, who had a better chance, and Lyon just beating Thomas to the line. Conversion safely through from John Woods. And that's Warrington 12, Huddersfield 0, with just over 15 minutes gone of the first half. Don't forget a tie against Oldham awaits the victors this afternoon. As Graham Swale restarts. Brian Johnson takes it safely off the greasy surface. Brian Johnson then, a good sidestep, but he's well caught by Scott Hamilton. Holden short to Matt Foster. Woods to Boyd, slip pass to a party, crashing forward, beats one man, gets the ball away to Dwayne. Dwayne offloads it back to Boyd. Boyd to Holden, superb play from Warrington. Holden offloads the ball, but the ball finally fumbled, and Huddersfield now in possession. Going across is Brian Lee, but John Woods picks him off nicely. Well, that's the sort of play that the Clan will be loving this afternoon. Warrington swinging the ball about against the second division opposition. That time the last pass just going to ground. Meehan has to go himself, had nobody on his left hand side. Johnson, nice little slip pass there. The ball back to Johnson. Johnson strides down the centre, gets the ball away, but Billy McGinty is on hand to intercept. Kevin Tamati. And offside there against Neil Wood. Gives Warrington the penalty. And John Woods will try and add an extra 2 points, so Warrington total. Woods then strikes it well, strikes it safely through. Third goal of the afternoon for John Woods. Warrington 14, Huddersfield Barracudas 0. Swale restarts again. Bob Jackson. Once again, one's hard and straight. Carl Webb, short to Kevin Tamati. Tamati offloads the ball to Foster, who took it well. And then he's dragged towards the touchline. Holden swings it back to Boyd. Boyd crashing through, beats his man nicely, looks to offload the ball and does. Swale is quickly on. There's a ball across now to John Woods. Woods just caught though as he tries to get the ball away to a party. Dwayne to Holden. Holden kicks it through, stopped by the foot of Leeson Hilaire. And he stopped on the halfway line. Meehan, short on this wide side to Boothroyd. Meehan Johnson, short one this time to Neil Wood. But Huddersfield going to find it very hard this afternoon. Trying to throw the ball about. Johnson, well taken by Scott Hamilton, gets out of one tackle. Jimmy Johnson swings it back inside, going through the centre now is Cook, but his pass goes well forward. And that will be a scrum down just outside the Warrington 25. Halfway through this first half then, Warrington already in command at 14-0. Holden takes it, Holden out to a party. Stopped finally by Graham Swale. Matt Foster. John was this time to McGinty. McGinty moves forward, gets a nice ball away to Brian Johnson. Johnson now moves into space. He's got John Woods in support. Johnson goes through the gap himself. John Woods. It's Brian Johnson who scores. There's a superb dummy there. Johnson slides in spectacular fashion. Leaves the Huddersfield defence trailing once more. Johnson there received the ball after a nice pass from Billy McGinty. He stretched through, beat one tackle, he had John Woods in support, just give a nice little dummy to John Woods. The gap opened, he sliced through it, and goes over for Warrington's third try, to make it 18-0. John Woods strikes it safely through, and that's 20-0 with 21 minutes gone. Brian Johnson then, back in try scoring form at the moment, crossing there for his 7th try this season. Swale restarts, well taken by Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne running hard and strong. Bob Jackson. Well, considering the conditions, Warrington certainly throwing this ball about well. Already brought them 3 tries as Boyd drives in this time. Taking 4 Huddersfield players to bring him down. Keith Holden out to McGinty. Woods gives a nice dummy, just John Woods looks for support. Kevin Tamati is there, and the ball taken by Graham Swale, but he knocked the ball on also. So a scrum 10 yards inside the Warrington half. The ball goes out on the Huddersfield side, and it's Ian Thomas who dived on it. Cook, short one this time to Alan Boothroyd. Boothroyd still going, good play here from Boothroyd. Risky pass, but it comes off. Scott Hamilton, nice little dummy from him. He's finally stopped just short of the halfway line by Bob Jackson. Gary Meehan, nice little dummy, but he drops the ball. And Tamati on to Holden. Holden skips out of one tackle. Holden moves in field. Jackson out left with Tamati. Risky pass and the party punches it forward. Ball bounces into touch. Referee pulls play back for scrum down. Meehan then, and once again Huddersfield in possession. Across the line with Bostock linking up in support. Ian Thomas sat in half-back. Nice little dummy, nice pass also onto Wood, but the ball drops. Dave Lyon has it, but the referee had already blown before Dave Lyon had it. So that will be a scrum down. Midway side, the Warrington half of the field. Keith Holden then to put the ball in once more, and it goes. Warrington in possession this time. Holden, and he finds the gap. There's Keith Holden. Holden turns back to John Woods. Woods is free. Will he get it? He's got all three. Centre's going back. John Woods, he beats the despairing tackle from Brian Lee to score. And the half-back partnership once again working well of Keith Holden and John Woods. John Woods there, a fist up in support. He had two wings and a centre all chasing him. He just beat the despairing arm of Brian Lee. And John Woods helps his personal points tally with a fine try. And should already register his 5th goal. Woods then, and strikes it safely through. John Woods, his 5th goal already this afternoon. And that's his John Woods' 100th goal of the season. And John Woods' 100th goal brings the score to Warrington 26, Huddersfield 0. Drummond, the Warrington player to be selected for the forthcoming test match in France. Carl Webb. Woods plays it back this time to Dave Lyon. Lyon kicks downfield. Awkward one for Bostock. And he knocks on. Mick Bostock there puts the ball down in disgust, but as he was running to take that ball, he already looked up at the players, took his eye off the ball and knocked on. And already a substitution being made. Frank Simpson will go for an early bath or whatever. And Andy Dickinson comes on for him. So Andy Dickinson comes into the second row and Frank Simpson makes an early departure with just under 15 minutes left in this first half. Holden puts the ball in and is penalised for feeding. So then puts the ball safely to touch on this near side. Meehan taps it on the halfway line, brings a first touch for Dickinson. Goes across the line this time, dummy from Johnson, plays it back to Cook. Johnson again, looking to set his team going. Captain Jimmy Johnson, still looking for the first points this afternoon. Goes out to Swales. Swales kicks downfield, looks a good kick. Just sticks in the mud though, and Brian Johnson takes it. Johnson beats Dickinson. Johnson cuts inside. And is stopped then by Swales. Drummond. Les Boyd knocks off one man, hands it on to Jackson. Jackson Just caught though as he's looking to offload the ball to McGinty. Boyd to Holden. Holden slips, he's back up again. Holden onto McGinty down the centre. And the ball's been dropped and Cook has it. Chances here now for Huddersfield. Tony Farrell. 2-1 overlap, but Farrell decided to come inside. Neum. And the ball goes loose again. And then the ball knocked on by John Woods. So just over 10 minutes left in this first half. Warrington leading by 26 points to 0. Huddersfield in possession. Meehan to Scott Hamilton. Meehan swings it out, well taken there by Ian Thomas. And the linesman flag goes up for scrum down. Keith Holden then goes round. McGinty takes it. Holden is out. Jackson brings in Tamati. Keith Holden out to Boyd. Boyd drives forward, knocks off one man, back to Dwayne, gets out of a tackle. Roy Dwayne back inside, comes Foster, gets away from a tackle and is up again. This time though the Huddersfield defence moves in quickly. Keith Holden out to John Woods. Woods, good pass to McGinty. McGinty beats one man, gets the ball away to Kevin Tamati. Tamati to John Woods. Woods now. Good tackle though this time from Mick Bostock. Tamati out to Holden. Holden moving forward, swings it out to Boyd. Boyd crashing through. Boyd back inside to Webb. Webb caught midway inside the Huddersfield 25. 6 tackle then for Warrington. Holden fires one across. Comes off a Huddersfield leg. Kevin Tamati, but just couldn't get his hand to it. And Huddersfield escaped that one, thanks to the hand of Alan Boothroyd. So Huddersfield to drop out from underneath their own posts. A good effort. Billy McGinty takes it safely. McGinty runs straight. Stopped by Scott Hamilton, 20 yards from the Huddersfield line. Drummond short to Tamati. Tamati drives in. 3 Huddersfield players there. Held him up in the tackle, just 5-6 yards short. Holden. Nickel dummy, going over himself, gets the ball away, and Boyd, he just drops it at the final second. He was juggling it over the line, but no arguments from the Warrington players. There's Boyd there, unlucky not to register his second try. The juggling act over the Huddersfield line, but just couldn't get the fingertips to it at the vital moment. Gary Meehan spreads it out wide to Dickinson. The ball goes loose again. Picked up by Kevin Tamati. Tamati goes down to a tackle from Scott Hamilton, but Warrington back in possession. John Woods swings it out to Holden. Holden gives one dummy, releases the gap for Dave Lyon. Good tackle comes in though from Ian Thomas, forcing the ball to yank from the hands of Dave Lyon. So scrum down just outside the Huddersfield 25. Dave Lyon back to his feet. Huddersfield in possession, Meehan. Short one this time to Billy Cook. On this near side this time. Across the line this time. 5 minutes left in this first half. Warrington 26-0 to the good as Swale kicks downfield. Looks a better kick this time from Graham Swale. Couple of bounces into touch. First scrum down. Last time these two teams met was in the Challenge Cup. That was back in 1984 here at Wetherspool, when Warrington had a convincing 34 points to 16 victory. And the linesman there having a word. Coming over Graham Swale. Dave Lyon then puts the ball safely into touch. 4 minutes left in this first half plus injury time, little bit of that, as Keith Holden plays it short to Boyd. Boyd drives in. Dickinson was falling down as he met him. Webb to Tamati. Hands off one man, Tamati still going, driving for Kevin Tamati, makes it inside the Huddersfield 25 before he's finally stopped. Webb swings it out with Boyd. Boyd juggles with it, switches it back right with Dwayne. Dwayne gives a dummy, looks to go through the gap himself, still Ronnie Dwayne. The ball just goes behind Brian Johnson and dives on it gratefully. Does Jimmy Johnson. Cook. Another good tackle from Carl Webb, that time on Neil Wood. Johnson. Boothroyd hands off one man. And the ball intercepted by Mark Foster. Important interception. There's 3 Huddersfield players over on that far side. John Woods to Bob Jackson. Jackson stopped 10 yards short over on that far side. Rapati. Foster. And the ball goes to ground from Kevin Tamati, and Huddersfield regain possession. Jimmy Johnson. So 3 minutes remaining in this Silk Challenge Cup preliminary round here at Huddersfield. Warrington 26-0 in front and forcing a scrum there. Pushing substitute Dickinson into touch. Holden puts the ball in. And Huddersfield in possession through Gary Meehan. Here is a suspicion of offside. Boothroyd with a good driving run. Meehan switches it back inside. Warrington defence certainly been a feature in this first half. Swale once again looking to clear the danger with a kick downfield. Brian Johnson's after it, but just won't cut it off. Good kick from Games. Swale takes play 5 yards inside the Warrington 25 for a scrum down with just over a minute left. Holden puts the ball in, Warrington in possession. Referee not happy, ball coming straight out. Holden has it though this time. Gary Meehan though was immediately on him. McGinty. This time it's Kevin Tamati moving forward. Picked up by Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne immediately runs hard, the ball goes behind him, picked up by Bob Jackson. Jackson though dragged back a few yards. Plays it to himself. Turns it back, well taken by McGinty. McGinty moves into space. Support from John Woods. John Woods still going, still Woods swings it out looking for Drummond. Drummond takes it superbly. But good tackle from Lee St Helier. Now in injury time at the end of this first half. Ball goes in from Meehan. Huddersfield in possession. Scott Hamilton. Coming on the burst there, Ian Thomas. Meehan. Outright with Graham Swale. Risky pass and spotted easily by Joe Rapati. With a good tackle there from Rapati. Cook looks at players, Hamilton knocks on. And that'll be a scrum down midway inside the Huddersfield half. Not a good pass there. Scott Hamilton tried to take it but was unsuccessful. So closing action at the end of this first half. And Huddersfield win possession from that scrum. Scott Hamilton. And there goes the half-time hooter. A convincing first half performance from Warrington then sees them going at the interval in this Silk Cup Challenge Cup preliminary round, leading by 26 points to nil. Half-time then Warrington 26, Huddersfield Barracudas 0. For the second half, Warrington making a substitution. Barry Peters on the start of this second half. It looks like it's Dave Lyon who has been substituted at half time. In fact, Dave Lyon looks to be still on the field. And it looks like Keith Holden isn't on from the start of the second half. So it looks like Barry Peters on for Keith Holden at the start of this second half. Looking around the Huddersfield team, already making one substitution during the first half. Doesn't look like they've added their second substitution, Tony Edwards. Warrington, of course, leading by 26 points to nil. And the first penalty of the second half goes to Huddersfield. Barry Peters, merely in the game, just to be offside. Graham Swales just make sure the finding touch. Warrington changed the strip at half time, and the old strip of the two bands, the primrose and blue bands across the chest. Cook. Meehan. Good strong wing from Boothroyd. On to Dickinson. Meehan across the line to Johnson. But Johnson gets caught in midfield. Meehan across this time to Hamilton. Nice pass into space. In. Good bit of play there from Tony Farrell. Manages to stay in play. Cook. Cross on the sixth tackle to Scott Hamilton. Brian Johnson goes back, picks it up deep inside his own half, immediately hands it on to Des Drummond. Drummond then moves forward, hands it out to Dave Lyon. Lyon cuts back in field. Drummond again takes the ball away from the play the ball. John Woods to Barry Peters. Well taken by Ray Dwayne. McGinty hands off one man, well taken by Jackson inside to Peters. Peters into space for Foster. Foster moves back in field. Good tackle from Scott Hamilton and Mick Bostock. Goes out with Woods onto Boyd. Boyd, Dave Lyon, Roy Strong, it's Roy Dwayne. Dwayne gives a dummy and he's stopped. 6 tackle then for Warrington. Tamati. Ball sticks in the mud and it's picked up by Graham Swale. Cook brings the ball away for Huddersfield, but being pushed back. Mayhem. Jimmy Johnson swings it out this time. Johnson on to Dickinson. Dickinson now into space. Chances here now for Huddersfield. Nice, a good dummy there. Back in field to Leeson Heller. And Huddersfield make it to the Warrington 25. 6 tackle. What can they produce here? Scott Hamilton. He'll grab a kick into touch for the scrum down. Woods moved to the scrum half position. Peters has gone to stand off. Chances here for Bostock, but John Woods picks him off nicely and Bostock slides into touch. Throws the ball away in disgust. So, second scrum in quick succession in the same position. Woods puts the ball in, Warrington in possession this time. Peters. John Woods then to Kevin Tamati. Across the line quickly to McGinty. McGinty looking to go through the gap. Cut out this time by Alan Boothroyd. Dave Lyon to Kevin Tamati. Webb plays it back to Dave Lyon. Lyon straightens up. Webb to John Woods. Peters run out with Woods. Brings in Dwayne. Woods again. Woods moves forward. Caught this time. 6 tackle then for Warrington. Just inside the Huddersfield half, Bob Jackson kicks it through. Peters takes it. Peters swings it out to the ball, just not taken this time. 6 tackle on the turnover. Short one to Andy Dickinson. Skips out of 1 tackle. Caught by Ronnie Dwayne. Meehan, short one to Billy Cook. Huddersfield still looking for the first points as Jimmy Johnson tries to drive down the centre. Goes out left with Swale, kicks downfield, looks a good kick, but the ball bouncing towards the touch and just beats Des Drummond, bouncing to touch midway inside the Warrington 25. Graham Swale putting a few good kicks so far this afternoon. The Huddersfield loose forward. Signed by the club this season. Woods puts the ball in, Warrington in possession, Woods goes on the blind side, Drummond comes back in field. And another fist thrown. Graham Swale again being talked to by the referee, was already cautioned by the referee in the first half and gets another warning. Dave Lyon fires the ball into touch. Woods, Webb, Peters, Woods, brings in Jackson down the centre. Webb again to Woods, across this time to Ronnie Dwayne, gives it to Peters. Peters stops on the Huddersfield 25. Dave Lyon outright with John Woods. Woods gives one dummy, still goes across field, slips, still looking to get away from his man, finally stopped by Graham Swale. Tamati running around with Webb. Webb tries to go through himself, still Carl Webb. Held up in the tackle, couple of tackles left then for Warrington. Looking for the first points of the second half. John Woods, Boyd gets the ball back to the party, but the referee spots a forward pass. That would be a scrum down. Meehan takes it for Huddersfield, but slips in the mud. Dickinson. A few whistles around the crowd for the lady physio from Huddersfield. Huddersfield play it away this time with Jimmy Johnson. The ball goes loose, Jimmy Johnson manages to regather it. Referee finally calls held. That's a good ball, but the ball just slips out of the hands of Billy Cook. Drummond in from the wing. Drummond looking to crash through the centre. John Woods. Woods moves forward, swings it out to Bob Jackson. Jackson out to Rapati. Rapati, he's finally stopped by Boothroyd. Plays it to Foster. Foster takes it himself and the play the ball, moves forward. Stops about 5 yards short of the Huddersfield line. Rapati, Woods, McGinty around with Woods, swings it across and the ball's dropped. Huddersfield back in possession. Dickinson. And the ball lost again. Webb, Dave Lyon. Lyon still going across field. Lyon onto McGinty. Just had his heels tapped as he was going through by Bostock. Woods. Jackson took it well. Swings it back to Rapati. This time it's Foster. Stop, 5 yards short again. Jackson to Woods. Tamati goes himself. Held up in the tackle. 6th tackle then for Warrington. Boyd, space here now for McGinty. McGinty sprints for the line, and he's in. Huddersfield protesting about either an obstruction or double movement, but the referee gives a try to Billy McGinty. And makes the score 30 points to 0. And Billy McGinty may leave the field after scoring that try. Looks to be limping a little. Gary Sanderson stripping off on the bench. Meanwhile, John Woods has a chance to kick his 6th goal. And puts it wide. And Billy McGinty does leave the field. And Gary Sanderson will come on. 12 minutes into the second half. Warrington leading by 30 points to 0. Swale restarts. Ronnie Dwayne takes it safely. Dwayne then moving forward. Hands off one man. Hands off another. Still Ronnie Dwayne. Finally stopped on this near side. Foster swings it out to Sanderson. First touch for him. Foster. Cross with Woods. Tamati. Storms forward, throws the pass away. It's kicked on. Huddersfield regain it. Dickinson. Power of the tackle makes him drop the ball, but the ball goes backwards and Huddersfield still have possession. Bostock, and the ball fumbled again, but once again the ball goes backwards, looking for Huddersfield. The ball juggled again. Huddersfield certainly living dangerously, not making much ground though. And the ball dropped. Bob Jackson has it, but a penalty given to Huddersfield. Graham Swale then makes no mistake as the ball fires into the terrace on that far side. Substitute being made now by Huddersfield. Scott Hamilton will leave the field to be replaced by Tony Edwards. So Scott Hamilton leaves the field and Tony Edwards comes on. Huddersfield now use both substitutes, so of Warrington, and it's a little set move here from Huddersfield. Swale brings in Jimmy Johnson. .25 minutes left, and a penalty given to Huddersfield, taken quickly by Meehan. So Huddersfield looking for a try for their efforts. Graham Swale. Cook. So 10 yards out, Huddersfield. Little slip pass there, chances here for Johnson, he stopped a couple of yards short. Held over the Warrington line, 6th tackle. Goes back, Swale puts up a kick, Johnson's underneath it, hits the crossbar and taken by Matt Foster. And Warrington have a tap from the 25. John Woods takes it out to Bob Jackson. Gary Sanderson takes it from Webb, beats one man, looks for support, finds it from Webb again. Drummond acting half back, swings one out with John Woods onto Barry Peters. Peters stops, looks to go through the centre. Gets up again, still Barry Peters, finds support from Brian Johnson. The Huddersfield players flat out in the middle of the Warrington half as it's taken now. It's on to Tamati, swings out to Drummond. Drummond Caught over on that far touchline, just manages to stay in the field of play. Across then with Boyd. Boyd sees the gap, hands it on to Sanderson. The ball just goes behind Dwayne, kicks it on, picked up by Jackson. Jackson looking to offload the ball, finally stopped. 6th tackle then for Warrington. Woods puts up a kick, but it's too long. And Huddersfield have a tap from their own 25-yard line. Gary Meehan, short one to Jimmy Johnson. Across the line, nice little dummy from Meehan. Dickinson skips out of one tackle. Jimmy Johnson swings it back to Boothroyd, but no penetration from Huddersfield. Languishing at the bottom of the 2nd division, the kick charged down, the ball dropped again, Warrington in possession. Gary Sanderson then waits out in half-back. Sanderson swings it out with John Woods. Woods and offside against Tony Edwards. Woods takes it quickly, hands it on to Dwayne. Dwayne hands off one man. Roy Dwayne straightens up down the centre. 3 Huddersfield players finally stop him. Woods, Tamati. Woods again, Sanderson. Just 10-11 yards out now from the Huddersfield line. Swung out this time to Dave Lyon. Dave Lyon still going and he carries himself over. Dave Lyon scores his 2nd try. His momentum take him over for his 2nd try of the game. And both substitutes like coming back on for Huddersfield. As John Woods, 5 goals so far, looks to add his 6th. And this time he makes no mistake, 6 goals. 6 goals for John Woods. Total of 16 points, double substitution being made. Off this time are going Ian Thomas and Graham Swale. Back on, coming Scott Hamilton and Frank Simpson. So halfway through this 2nd half, 20 minutes to go. Warrington 36, Huddersfield Barracudas 0 in this Silk Cut Challenge Cup preliminary round, and Warrington now look like going on to meet Oldham for the 3rd time this season. Already played them in the Lancashire Cup and already played them in the John Player, and will now meet them in the Challenge Cup. Unless by the miracle of the Rugby League season, Huddersfield's come back and scored 37 points as Barry Peters finds a gap, swings on to Rapati crashes through, knocks off one man, finally come back, tackle from Boothroyd, and Huddersfield will pick up the loose ball. Gary Meehan swings it across. Andy Dickinson skips out of one tackle, certainly impressed since he came on in the 1st half. Across the line this time. And referee spots a knock on. And that will be a scrum down on the Huddersfield 25-yard line. Ball goes in, Woods has it. Peters looks through the gap, hands it on to Dave Lyon. Lyon to Rapasi, crashes through a tackle, and Rapasi will go around underneath the post, just a little to the left. For another try, Joe Rapasi this time the scorer. As the ball there is moved quickly across the line, Peters, Lyon and Rapasi who finishes it off to score Warrington's 7th try. So John Woods had a field day so far with his kicking. Comes up and soaks it safely through. 7 goals and a try for John Woods, as Warrington lead by 42 points to 0. So Huddersfield, no doubt will want at least to register a try perhaps before the 40 minutes of this second half are up. And they've got round about 17 minutes to at least put some points on the board. Warrington no doubt will be hoping to add to them 42 as Guy Sanderson moves forward. Boyd to Tamati gets the ball back to Woods. The ball loose and Tony Edwards picks it up for Huddersfield. Gary Meehan trying hard the Huddersfield scrum half. Billy Cook waits for this one, plays it short to Meehan. Swings it back to Johnson. Johnson offloads it, chances here for Billy Cook, but Cook going through. A suspicion of a forward pass to Scott Hamilton, but he's stopped just 5 yards short of the Warrington line. Chances here then for Huddersfield. Goes back to Boothroyd, he's picked off this time. 6th tackle then for Huddersfield, 10 yards out from the Warrington line. Cook chicks it through. Warrington let it bounce, it's a muddle around the ball, and knock on, says the referee. And that will be a scrum down. Just Tony punt scrum here, just 7 or 8 yards from the line. Meehan puts the ball in. Huddersfield in possession then. 6 tackles then, they've got 5 tackles then to try and put some points on the board. Andy Dickinson. Billy Cook. Stopped just 1 or 2 yards short. Players queuing up to take it. Poor pass, the ball loose. Picked up by Scott Hamilton. In fact, it's Frank Simpson. 6 more tackles then for Huddersfield. Gary Meehan swings a wild pass out, well taken by Brian Lee. Lee though pushed back by Mark Foster. Andy Dickinson. Dickinson still going. Short one this time. Huddersfield trying hard to pierce this Warrington defence, just inches short, chances here. But once again, Warrington just managing to keep Huddersfield out. That's 5 tackles. This is the 6th. Cook. Meehan, a wide pass. Chances here now. Offloads it. Chance here. Lots of forward pass, but it's been given a try. Huddersfield given a try. Tony Edwards, the substitute, scores it. I think the referee may have felt sorry there for Huddersfield. Good 3 yards forward, but Lets Tony Edwards his try stand. Warrington, I think, protesting that it was a forward pass, but the try's been given. So, change of kick-up in the gloom over on that far side, covered in mud. Difficult to see who it is. It may be Leeson Hilaire. He stuck it well anyway, but just goes wide. So, Warrington 42, Huddersfield Barracudas 4. Come to see her forward pass try, but no doubt Huddersfield deserved it. So 13 minutes to go. Mick Bostock for Huddersfield. Gary Meehan, short one to Bostock. Kick coming here from Scott Hamilton. Brian Johnson takes it. Johnson then onto Drummond. Gets away from one man, up again. John Woods to Barry Peters. Peters looking to go through himself. Foster to Woods. Sanderson turns, gets the ball away to Dwayne. Dwayne, nice pass, chances here now. Tamati swings it back to Jackson. Jackson still going. Stop 5 yards short. Goes out with John Woods. Woods across, this time to Boyd. Peters, Rapati must be trying the corner. Rapati still trying to get over, and he is. Joe Rapati. He stayed up, he was up about 10 seconds. The Huddersfield defence thought they had him covered, but Joe Rapati packs the ball safely down for his second try. And makes it 46-4. With 10 minutes to go. So John Woods. Difficult conversion attempt. Comes up, strikes it well. Superb kick from John Woods. His 8th goal. Plus a try, makes a 20 points tally for John Woods. Out of Warrington now, we lead by 48 points to 4. Roy Dwayne comes for it, traps it with his foot, takes it safely. Roy Dwayne then runs straight. Knocks off 2 men, still Dwayne tries to get the ball away, but this time it's smothered, and the referee spots a knock on. And that will be a scrum down. Meehan puts the ball in. Meehan swings it across to Scott Hamilton. Ball juggled. Meehan again. Plays it shot to Dickinson. Run around move here, Johnson. Meehan to Hamilton across the line. Hamilton still going. Intercepted though by John Woods. Woods feeds it back to Lyon. Lyon now moves forward, swings it onto Drummond. Drummond knocks one man off, comes back inside, still gets the ball back, and that's a knock on. And that will be a scrum down. Warrington trying to keep the ball moving in the closing stages of this preliminary round in the Silk Cut Challenge Cup, the first step towards Wembley. Meehan is penalised. The steam rises from both packs. Dave Lyon then to put for touch. Right footed, puts one high, fires straight into the main stand. Taking this time is Les Boyd, drives in. And the referee gives a knock on, and that will be a scrum down. With 6 minutes to go. Warrington no doubt want to chalk up 50 points. Referee gets caught in the middle of the scrum. And suddenly a little bit of a little bit of an altercation in the scrum there. Been playing the fine spirit, pity that the Kovrakar there had to spoil it. Well, scrum will reform. Rain still comes down here at Willisville and in the growing gloom. Meehan has it for Huddersfield. Edwards running around with Hamilton. Nice ball to Bostock. Bostock now moves into space, hands it on now to Brian Lee. Lee looking to go to the corner himself, but Brian Johnson comes back to take him with a fine tackle. Well, good move there from Huddersfield. Still trying at this late stage in the game. Woods, Peters. This time it's with Carl Webb, Tamati. Good tackle there from Frank Simpson. Carl Webb, nice dummy from Webb, moves in. Tamati to Sanderson. Boyd, dummy, still Boyd, and the ball smothered and is brought down by Jimmy Johnson. Woods, Jackson, that's support, Woods, and the ball picked up by Tony Edwards for Huddersfield. Gary Meehan, jinking about, Huddersfield scrum half. Goes out to Dickinson. Across the line this time, Johnson, Hamilton. Meehan. Sixth tackle then for Huddersfield, just inside the Warrington 25. Meehan. Carr gets the ball away, though chances here. Kick through, Brian Johnson fumbles it, and a try. Huddersfield scores second try, a fumble from Brian Johnson. allows Huddersfield to score a second try. So Tony Farrell to try and convert Boothroyd to try. Strikes it well and has got the power to go over. Good kick from Tony Farrell. And John was given today's Silk Cup man of the match. 8 goals and a try, and the ball missed by Bostock. So Warrington 48 points, Huddersfield 10, with 2 minutes to go. And Warrington now will prepare to meet Oldham in the first round proper. A week on Sunday as Les Boyd drives in. A nice one-handed pass away to Ronnie Dwayne, sets Warrington up for the last real onslaught of the game. It's on to Kevin Tamati. Tamati drives in. Out with Woods. The ball still loose and Huddersfield pick up the loose ball. So the final minutes of this preliminary round tie, and Warrington not really been troubled, although Huddersfield still throwing the ball about as Dickinson moves forward. Bostock to Meehan. Little fancy play here now from Huddersfield. Johnson and Billy Cook finally caught. 6 tackle then here for Huddersfield. Jimmy Johnson throws the ball as he's going down, the ball kicked out, and that will be 6 tackles with it in the turnover. No, referee gives a scrum down. And with it being the 6th tackle, that may have been the turnover, but as it is a scrum, Warrington win it. Barry Peters moves to space, hands on to Dave Lyon, and Dave Lyon adjudged to have been on the receiving end of a forward pass from Barry Peters. Final seconds now in injury time. And Warrington will go in to the first round proper against Oldham. Meehan swings it out left with Bostock. Dickinson skips out of one tackle, drops the ball. Warrington have it, but the referee doesn't play advantage. And that will be a scrum down, another on the halfway line. But there's no more tie. Warrington will meet Oldham in the first round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup proper, after a convincing 48 points to 10 victory here in the preliminary round tie against Huddersfield. Tries to Brian Johnson, 2 to Dave Lyon, 2 to Joe Rapati, 1 for John Woods, 1 for Les Boyd and Billy McGinty. There was 8 goals from the boot of John Woods. Huddersfield who applied 2 tries, 1 to Tony Edwards, 2nd to Alan Boothroyd, 1 goal, that from the boot of Tony